Hello my friends, and welcome to Adventures of Deanna. I'm Deanna and I'm on an adventure to lose over 100 pounds. Let's talk about how my week went. So this was week 8 of the Naturally Slim program, and first I want to talk about a few of the things that they talked about in the weekly videos that we get every single week. So if you've been following along, every week on Friday I get a text message, an email, all the things letting me know that my videos are ready. This week they talked about our thoughts, and if you checked out my short video, which I'll try and put the link up above or down in the description box below, thoughts are very important to me. It's very important to maintain a positive mindset while you're on a weight loss adventure, or just really in life in general. It's good to have a positive mindset. So we have a lot of just automatic thoughts. Some of these thoughts can be positive and some of these thoughts, they can be negative. But really just what helps is to just be aware of our thoughts. One thing that we can do is have, just this really positive mindset. Everything's going good. Everything's going great. I'm doing so good at eating whenever I'm hungry and stopping when I'm satisfied and drinking my water and getting my exercise in, and my sleep is just like excellent. But sometimes we can be so positive that it is hindering us in a way. So if we're so positive, but there's a gap between our goals and our results, is that positivity really helping us out? And then we can also have negative thoughts that, you're too busy, work is too stressful. You can have thoughts like, this diet isn't working for me. Maybe I need to try something else. So, we have both positive thoughts and we have negative thoughts. So it's just nice videos in order to take some time to think about the things that they were talking about and try and see how they apply to me. That was the big thing that they talked about in the videos this week. They also talked about alternative meal plans like the DASH diet and the Mediterranean diet. They talked about exercise and the FIT concept. Frequency, intensity, and time. FIT. Frequency, intensity, and time. This was another good thing for me to think about because I'm very consistent with my exercise, but one thing that I do want to work on is the intensity. Because it is so routine and it's in my schedule, what I can do is bump up the intensity of those workouts. So that was a good video for me too, to give me some, pause, some time to think about, my actions and what I can do. And then they also talked about this week sleep and how important sleep is, and how if you get enough sleep, it's going to make decision making so much better. Your performance is going to lessen hunger signals that you get. So sleep is so important. So that's what they covered in the videos this week. Now I want to talk about how my week actually went. Last week I weighed in at 210.6, and this week I weighed in at 210.8. It's like I gained 2 ounces this week, which isn't so bad. And I want to thank you all for, your kind support and great comments on the video saying, that's all right, you'll get it next week. All those things that you say, thank you very much. So the result, that's the end result of the week. But whenever I think about my week, I had not much. Whenever I put on my scientist lab coat and I go and I look over the week, because we always want to find, reasons for a gain. Whenever it's a win, whenever it's a loss, we don't necessarily dig into it. What did I do right this week? Which is what we should be doing. Every single week that you did things like you had a great loss, you got to say, what did I do right? And then congratulate yourself and celebrate that you did those actions that led to the loss. But we tend to only look back on a week whenever we have a gain and say, what did we do wrong, instead of thinking about what we did right. So what I did right was I got my sleep, my 7 hours of sleep. I was consistent in my exercise schedule. I did not let up on that. I ate whenever I was hungry and stopped whenever I was satisfied 90% of the time. So it's that 10% that'll get you. That small 10%. But I did that right. Like so many meals. How many meals is that I was really successful at? So for non-scale victories, this week, I think that, just by maintaining those healthy habits, I got up in the morning, I did my journaling every day, I wrote my plan down. This is the foods that I'm going to eat today. And I stuck to my plan this week. This was a really good week for sticking to my plan, actually. Like, a lot of weeks I don't do so good at sticking to my plan, but this week I actually wrote the foods down, and those were the foods that I ate. Like, I made really good plans. I did a really good job at grocery shopping. I did a really good job looking at the week ahead and planning for it. I knew that I had a dentist appointment that I had to go to. I knew that I had to go to work. So I knew that some things were going to be a little bit different than an average week, but I planned for those things, and I was able to make good plans based on that. So that's a non-scale victory. My other non-scale victory, and this may not seem like it's non-scale victory to you, but it is to me because it was on my vision board. I got a new phone. My pride and joy. My new phone. This phone. Okay, so my old phone was an iPhone 6, and it couldn't keep like photos on it. It couldn't keep music on it. I was constantly running out of space. It was overloaded. It was slow to do anything. Half my apps never would work right whenever I was doing it because, I don't know, it was just so old. So I got this new phone, and it was on my vision board, so I get to be like, yes, my vision came true. But the cool thing about this is that I was talking about exercise and intensity and how I wanted to increase my intensity of exercise. Well, before, all I could do really was look at what time it was whenever I left to take, my walk, and then see what time it was when I got back, and then try and remember and, or remember to write it down. And whenever I get back from my walk, there's like 20 other things that I do as soon as I get back from my walk. And that's not one of the things that I do is write stuff down. But now I have this, and now I have an app on my phone, and it's going to track that, and it's going to tell me if I'm improving or not, if I'm doing better, if I'm getting faster. So that is super, super exciting, and that's a huge non-scale victory. I don't know. Do you think that counts as a non-scale victory? Let me know down in the comments below. Moving ahead. I touched on this a second ago about how whenever we have a gain, we want to find everything that we did wrong. What was it that we did wrong? What could we do better? And there is a place for that. I believe that there is, but I also think that we can get really wrapped up in things. And sometimes it cannot be that helpful. I have these healthy habits that I have made, and I can see small instances of places where I could improve and follow my plans a little bit better. I can see where I can increase my activity. I can see places where I can be more aware of what it is that I'm eating, how fast I am eating, because I definitely am still working on eating slower and being more mindful of whenever I'm eating. So my weight, even though if you look at the graph for the last month, has been, pretty much staying the same, I don't feel like it's something to be upset about. I don't feel like it's something to be worried about. I just know that I just continue on. This whole losing weight without following a meal plan, without calorie restriction, without counting calories, without following some kind of fad diet. It's more like natural weight loss. It can be a little nerve-wracking at times. But I know in my heart that this is the way that I want to lose weight. I know in my heart that I can lose weight this way. I know that I just have to be patient. Now, right now, my body could be going through some stuff. I don't know. I don't know what's going on with the scale, but I'm going to make some small tweaks with my exercise intensity. I'm going to do some small tweaks with making sure that I'm eating slowly, that I'm being more mindful and present with my food versus carrying on doing other things. And I'm going to see what difference that can make. But I'm not giving up on this just yet. I believe that if I am patient and I am persistent, then I will succeed, that I will achieve. I'm not on a timeline. I'm not in any hurry. It'll happen when it happens. and I hope you come along for the ride. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Follow me on my adventure to lose over 100 pounds. I'll see you guys in the next video. As always, it's going to be an adventure.